Right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm seeing everybody streaming in, so it's wonderful to see some familiar names popping up. Hi, Talbot, hi, Vickers, Willem, Gareth, Derek, welcome all of you. Okay, so welcome to our first affiliate training session. What we're going to do is we're going to take you through the new linear commission structure. So we've had a lot of people asking for it, and as you're going to see today, we put a lot of very attractive structures in place that you guys can earn some good money from bringing referrals to the business. And the best part is that we've made it really simple and easy for you to go to market product. And as we go along, we're going to bring in more and more marketing opportunities for you guys to make it even simpler. So just a little bit about how we're going to run the session today. In a little bit, Kurt will be joining us, and he's going to be presenting the training. So if you have any questions or comments, at the bottom of your screen, there's a button that says Q&A. Click on that, you can type your question, and then we'll get to that at the end of the session. And then I'm also going to be recording the session because there's a couple of people who couldn't make it to the training, and we'll be sending that out during the week. So right now, for someone who I'm sure needs no introduction to any of you, I'd like to ask Kurt to come join in the room, and I will hand over to him. So Kurt, thank you so much.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is exciting to talk to you again. It's a long time since we talked to each other. I'm talking now about the affiliates, the official affiliate training. It's something that we should really start doing more often in future. But I know that many people didn't like the binary system. I know also that many people do like binaries. But what I picked up over the years is that it's a very difficult thing to explain. As I said to you in that email that I sent out, it's complex with the spillovers and cyclings and all those things, strange things. And you actually earn commission from people you do not even know. Okay, that part is nice, but then you also won't know when they stop paying their membership fee and things like that. So, and another thing that I also picked up over the years, because we've been involved with so many other network marketing platforms, is that if you start paying commission from downlines that people do not know infinitely deep, then it's just a matter of time before it will collapse, like any pyramid scheme collapses eventually. So you have to be very sure that the people who are getting commission in the structure are people who has a direct effect on the recruiting of the client and the keeping of the client. So right, without any further to do, guys, let's get started. So today it's about the affiliate training. This is the first of many this year. So it's going to be short. It's not going to be a long one. Short. We will see how short, but I don't think it will be longer than half an hour. All depends on how many questions you have. But right, let's go. Right, just a little bit more about myself. I think all of you know me, but the reason why I put this stuff on here again, and remember you're going to get access to the video afterwards, these are stuff that you can use in your presentations. If you want to tell them about Good Coetzee or about the Wealth Mastery System, it's always good to put a natural person or a face there. People don't want to work with a company. They want to work with a face. So it's your face or my face, doesn't matter, or name them. So, right, I'm also the founder of the Wealth Mastery System, which was on the 15th of August, 1996. You all know the story that I tell on the seminars. And then also the Wealth Masters Club, which was founded on the 21st of January 2003. And this is a very important date. Last month, in January, we officially reached our 21st birthday, our 21st anniversary. So a little thing like that can also create comfort amongst the prospects. So they know it's not a fly-by-night thing. They just started yesterday or last year or something like that. It is already here for a long, long time. It already outlived most referral marketing businesses by far, by far. You all know how many came and go. That was like the traffic monsoon. That was Bitnock. Oh, carrot bars. Wealth Masters Club is already here for a long, long time, decades. So, and we have no plan to go anywhere, and it's going good with us, very well. Right, guys, before we carry on, I would like to share this with you. The disclaimer. Can you, Damon, can you see that disclaimer word down the top? Okay. Yeah. And you hear me well? Everything's fine. Okay. Guys, you know about the questions and answers at the bottom, where you're welcome to post your questions. Damien is sitting here with me. He's monitoring the questions, so we will address them as we carry on. All right, take a minute and read through this. I'm not going to read through this. Read quickly through this. Give you a minute. Okay, if you have any questions about it, put it in the questions and answers block. This is also something that I think you should share with each and every prospect you sit with. When you start telling them, because that is what we do. We at a certain point, you might tell them how much you earn per month, just to impress them. And nothing wrong with that, but then you must do this. And they must know that your commission is not to say they are going to earn the same commission. It might be more, it might be less. It all depends on many things, as you can read here. All right, so we'll carry on. Questions? You can post them at the bottom. All right, this is also something that you can share with your clients, your prospects when you talk to them. Tell them that you're not an advisor. And as I always say, I'm a businessman, an author, an investor, and I just share my knowledge and experience. And it's all about other people's money, other people's skills, other people's time. How to use those three things to create enormous wealth. All right, and then we carry on. Why are we sharing our knowledge with other people? Because immediately they think it's for the commission. Okay, well, commission is obviously important part. We cannot do it for free. But if you are like me, then that is really the passion. You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Guys, I live this every day of my life. And it is not just with the system that I help people. I help people with many things. The joy of helping people is actually not something that you can measure in money. But if we get paid for it, why not? So, right, that's our philosophy. And it's about how to create cash flow with networking. That is what today now is about. This session is about how to create cash flow with networking. Now, I know all the names on the list here. I have it here in front of me. I know all you guys. It's good to see all the familiar names here of the people who are here today. And I know also more or less what your commission income is. So some of you are doing very well, others not so well. But I think after today, and if you become active and if you do this more often and more regular and get together even in person from time to time, just with affiliates, because that's a complete different seminar or presentation or an event rather. When you work only with affiliates on an event and only inviting affiliates, then we can get like motivational speakers in as guest speakers, like and people who can help us with sales, like Barry. What's Barry's name? Barry Mitchell, and Robin Banks for Motivation on the Sun. So those are the things that I plan to do this year. Damien and I are very busy with the planning and all the ideas. So I would love you to play along with us. And let's make some money. Let you also, all of you make money, not just some of you. Our networkers are affiliates of the Wealth Masters Club. Just a moment. All right, as I said, we are affiliates of the Wealth Masters Club, which was established in 2003. Okay, this is also very important because every time now, especially recently when all these things that collapses, all the multi-level marketing schemes that collapses from time to time, then the first thing people always ask, or what the authorities then ask, is before they collapse, is are you regulated? Are you registered where you're supposed to be registered? And if they are not, it's the beginning of the collapse, it's the beginning of the end. So I want to give you this comfort. The Wealth Masters Club is the sole provider of marketing and educational services to the Destinata Equity Fund, which is an FSCA authorized financial service provider, FSP number 48729, and it's properly registered associates in a Destinata group of companies. So right, anybody can now see that. We are authorized. The Destinata Equity Fund is one of the main companies in our group, providing services also to the rest of the group. So, and then the rest of the group, like the accountants, they don't have to be, the accountants and the trustees, they don't have to be authorized by the FSCA, but they are also authorized where they have to be authorized. They, the other companies in the group, The Wealth Mastery system is administered by them, the International Destinata Group of Companies, which are properly registered, authorized, and regulated by MHCSA. There you learn a new abbreviation. Stands for the Master of the High Court of South Africa. All our trusts are regulated by the Master of the Court. FESA, the Fiduciary Institute of South Africa. All our attorneys, our trust attorneys, trust lawyers, they belong to the Fiduciary Institute of South Africa. As a matter of fact, it's a matter of interest. The chairman of Destinata Holdings, our public company, the chairman of the company is Mr. Reiner Venter. And Reiner Venter, he's a non-executive with us, but Mr. Reiner Venter is the chairman of the Fiduciary Institute of the Western Cape. So that's very legit, guys. We have the chairman of the Fiduciary Institute as the chairman of our board. And then SAIPA, all our accountants belong to or are members of the South African Institute of Professional Accountants. And then obviously we are regulated by the South African Revenue Services. Everything that we do related to tax, income, tax avoidance is approved and regulated by SARS. That's where we hand in all the financials of all the trusts that we do every year as with SARS. And we've never been audited. That is a huge claim to fame. So SARS is very happy. That means if you're not audited, it means they are very happy with how you do it, how you present it to them, and all those things. So we are 100% clear on that. Comforting for clients to know these things. And then the PPRA, it is the old Estate Agencies Affairs Board. It's a new name of it now. It's called the Property Practitioners Regulatory Authority. So all our property managers and sales agents, property sales agents, they are all registered with the Property Practitioners Regulatory Authority. And then the FSCA, the old FSB, already gave you that number, but just for to make this list complete, there it is again for Destinata Equity Fund. And then in our international branch, we are branching out internationally now since last year. Last year, we opened 2 accounting offices in England, in the United Kingdom, and they are registered with the Association of Accounting Technicians of the United Kingdom under that license number. So they are Destinata offices in the United Kingdom. And then also in Germany, we have an office, and accountants there are registered with the Chamber of Public Accountants of Germany. Right, our members are worldwide, and we have offices in South Africa. These are the offices you know, in Cape Town, where the head office is, in Durban, branch office, or regional office rather, Pretoria, also a big regional office. And then we have now 2 offices in the United Kingdom. We have one in London and one in Bristol. And then in Germany, we have an office in Leipzig. Right, guys, many of our clients, as I say, our members are now worldwide. Thanks to the efforts of one of our top affiliates, Conrad Labuschagne, we have now a network spreading far and wide in the East as well. Places like Vietnam, Singapore, Philippines, Japan, China, New Zealand, Australia. Conrad lives in Australia now. But anyway, so there we have thousands of people in our network, in our greater network, bigger network. So it's now a matter of time before we are going to open offices there also. I'm going to do presentations to them now. As from this year, we are doing presentations again together with Work Your Wealth. Some of you might remember the old big presentations we had, 3-day presentations with Work Your Wealth. So we are returning to that now, gradually. And soon you will be invited to attend those presentations if you're interested. All right, let's carry on. This is what it is about. That is the main thing. We teach people how to create tax-free wealth with townhouses and refinancing in specialized trusts. That is a summary of what we do. So if anybody asks, that's what we do. Will you tell your friends about this, about the Wealth Mastery system? Everybody does. You will. We all talk about it. I mean, I've had situations where people didn't know who I am, and then they start telling me, have you ever heard of this Wealth Mastery system? Especially when we talk property at the Braai, and there's strangers there that do not know me, but they know something, or they are interested in property. Then they try to sell a Wealth Mastery system to me. Quite embarrassing for them when I tell them who I am. But anyways, everybody does. Because property is so exciting. So exciting to talk about property investment. It's always working. It is connected to everything happening in the country. It's connected to crowd. It is connected to the economy. It is just so comprehensive of what is happening. If you want to make money, you make money with property. All the millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires have big property portfolios. Right, so everybody does, you will tell them. And then you do, you might as well get cash for it. And voila, it's a referral business. There you go. A business anybody can start right now. Right now. You already started your business. So I know I'm preaching to the converted now, but this is what you will tell other people that you're going to recruit, which also might become affiliates themselves and build a downline under you, as you will see now. So how does it work? Very simple. Talk to people you know. Invite people to a formal presentation. And remember now, you can come to the presentation. You and your guests can come to our presentations for free. And I'm talking now the in-person seminars that we're going to do, which will be shorter in the future. We're not going to do the full day seminar anymore. It will be from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then we will have cheese and wine thereafter. How about that? You and your referrals, prospects can come for free. All the other people have to pay, but not you. Okay? Not you and your friends. So, new member then joins, come to the seminar, to the formal presentation, joins, and then you start earning commission month after month. No selling, just telling. You don't have to be a marketer. You don't have to be a salesperson. You just tell, you just talk like we all talk. We all could talk, we all could chat. So, this is something to chat about. No advice, facts only. Easy, guys. And I really suggest you focus on the unique selling points. Like, for example, the value comparison between funds and townhouses. Damien, can you see my picture then?
Yeah.
Big enough?
Yeah.
Let me see what it looks like. Okay, because I want to show you now magic. I want you to watch my hands, to see the magic. Can you see my hands, Damien? Okay. I'm watching on this screen because I cannot see myself on my screen. Okay, guys, so look at this. Let's create a little scenario, because this is something that works very well at the Braai. Promise you. This magic that I'm going to show you now. You can do it every time with your friends. I love it. Right, especially when they get the answers right. So, right, we say, right, let's create a scenario. We have 2 million rand to start with. Doesn't matter whether it's 100,000 or 10,000, but we have an amount. So let's work for this one. With this magic, we work on 1 million, 2 million. So it's 1 million. So here I have two funds. One is the normal stock exchange fund that you will find at the insurance companies. They like to sell those funds. I don't want to mention names here and so on, but you know what funds I'm talking about. The investment funds, right? And then on this one, you have property fund, your own property fund, your own townhouse. So it's property here and the fund there, right? Put 1 million in there, put 1 million in there. What is the value of both then? Okay, the answer is 1 million each, right? Right. But when you ask the question at the Braai, just for effect, you don't give the answer, you let them give the answer. Right, so now let's say, just to simplify the whole thing, let's say both of them grow with 10% in the next 12 months. What is the new value of the fund? See, the new value of the fund? It is then 1.1 million. Correct. You guessed right. And what is the new value of the property? 1.1 million, 100%. Good. Well done. Okay, now let's just say I take the capital growth out, because that's our business, is to take the capital growth out. That is the money that I use to go overseas with, and my living cost and all those things. So, in the fund, we take the 100,000 out of the fund. What is the new value of the fund there? 1 million. So it dropped from 1.1 million to 1 million. That's right. 100%. You see, at this stage already, not all of them are answering. They're waiting for the answer. And on the other one, on the property, I took the 100,000 and capital growth out. The property was 1.1 million after the 10% growth. Now I take the 100,000 out. What is the new value of the property? You see, that's where you get some of them. Because some of them then say, hey, it's back to 1 million. No, it's not. It's property. The new value is still 1.1 million. You just took 100,000 out. Oh, but then you have interest that you pay on that. No, no, no. The tenant pays the interest. See, that is how you handle objections like that. But don't ask them that. But if there's a clever guy there, say, what about the interest? And then we bring the tenant out. But just let's keep it simple now. So next year, what is offers now for the next 12 months? The normal fund is still 1 million, and the other one, the property, is 1.1 million. And let's say they grow again in value. Then it means in the fund, it is 10% on a million again, but on the property, it is 10% on 1.1 million. So you see the capital growth on property is just growing exponentially bigger than on a fund. And that is if you use the capital growth. All right, guys, that is a nice way to start the conversation at the braai. Then they would like to know more. Some people even ask you if you can just go and stand there on the side under the trees. He wants to talk to you about this thing that you spoke about. And that is how it starts. And then you tell them about our powerful training events and online courses, teaching how to use other people's money, other people's time, OPS, to create enormous generational wealth. And then you make them aware also of the fact that back to that fund, that million that you put in a fund, that was our own million. You cannot get it anywhere else. The million we put in a property, it's the bank's money. Most of it is the bank's money. Damien bought a house the other day, a brand new one, for $1 million, all with 100% bonds. Is that right, Damien?
Correct.
You're in the Cape. So, right, that's the bank's money. So it doesn't even cost you money. All right, that is other people's money. And then we OPT, we use other people's time to find these properties for us. Damien didn't even have to find the property himself. Somebody else found it for him, one of our property managers. And then OPS, then you use the skills of these people, our staff, to help you, to assist you. So you're not alone. You're not trying something that you will burn your fingers with, not if you work close with us. Right, another unique selling point is how dynamic refinancing can multiply your property portfolio. Like that example that I showed of the property fund and the 100,000 that you raised. You know the training, you know the seminars. That is where we suggest use that as a deposit on the next property. And add the value of that property now to your fund. So that fund is still $1 million, and the ordinary fund is still $1 million, and now the property fund can be $2 million within 3 years. Okay. Another nice, unique selling point, obviously, is a tax-free cash and capital because of the specialized trustee. You don't have to go into detail and explain conduit principle to them and all those things. They just need to know that the TTS trust, a special trust. TTS stands for Treasury Trust Services, Destinata Trust, because TTS is a part of Destinata. So the trust is because of the trust wording that we use that we can do everything tax-free, cash and the capital. All right, another of a few more USPs. Now we're going into a little bit more detail. USP stands for unique selling points. Full asset protection. You all attended the seminar. You know what I'm talking about. You attended it many times. Full protection of minors, minor children that cannot inherit. So now they're under the trees. You can give that guy a little seminar there if you want to. A little speech. No estate freeze. It gives you full access to assets by spouse and minors. No auditing required. That saves a lot of cost on the management of trust, guys, because we use bookkeepers instead of accountants to do the books of the trust. That is why it is that is why the tax savings is most of the time less. Sorry, the tax savings is most of the time more than the administration cost of the trust. And it's the only business. It's the only business in the world where it works like that. You cannot even get it in a company, not to this extent. So I say it again, it's a big, unique selling point. Is the tax savings pay accounting fees and trust fees. But that is if you are active, an active investor. Right? If you just set up the trust and you don't do any properties and you have nothing, no profits to make to make tax-free, then obviously there's nothing to pay the accountants with. You have to pay them out of your pocket. So you have to be active to get all the benefits to the maximum. And then minimal risk of government expropriation. Guys, you know how sensitive South Africans are about this. So at any braai also, if people start talking about expropriation, although I must say it's very quiet at the moment, expropriation. But it is election time again. So now all the ridiculous promises are going to be made by the political leaders, cycling people up, that we're going to take the farms and we take the lands, we're going to take the houses and whatever. It won't happen. Not with us. Because our stuff is in trust. Our properties are in trust. It's different. Changing Section 25 of the Constitution helps nothing for expropriation without compensation. And we have the biggest protector, the King of the Zulus, thanks to the Ikonyama Trust. The King of the Zulus is the trustee of the Ikonyama Trust, which is the biggest property trust in the country. The same property trust laws that apply on our trust applies on the Ikonyama Trust. So, right, the king already said, it was the previous king, King Goodwill Zwelithini. He said about 2 years ago that when there was also threats again of land expropriation, even land in trust, he said, let them try. He said, if the ANC is not stopping this nonsense with trust, taking the land of trust, because they have to change the trust laws to take the properties. He said, then he will mobilize the whole Zulu nation and he will destroy the ANC. So we have the biggest protector. And don't forget also another very big protector that we have for trust is the master of the court. And the court, the justice, the judiciary system is independent from government. So they will also then have to get around that if they want to change the trust laws. It's not so easy. It's a lot easier to change the Constitution than to change the trust laws. Right, thanks to the Ikonyama Trust. That is a very good, unique selling point if land expropriation is the topic on the table or on the braai. So right, guys, that's zero tax, very important. Nobody likes to pay tax because they know that tax is not being used for what it's supposed to be used like. Fixing the country is collapsing, and that is because of misappropriation of tax funds. So if I don't have to pay tax, then I'd rather stop. And with us, with our systems, it's easy. And no debt settling on death, no death cost. And then if you can memorize these things, it will be great, because you don't want to work from a piece of paper. But sometimes when you get people who are interested together, say to them, let's have a proper meeting. And let's do a coffee date tomorrow. And then you take your laptop with you and you show them these little things. I've done it many times, guys, believe me, on one-on-ones with people. Many members. Some of you sitting here now listening to me signed up. I'm not going to mention the names, but signed up because of a one-on-one agenda. Right, GTS benefits, USPs, again, still, this is a very important one. Now we go into a little bit more detail. That is where you're definitely going to need your laptop or your notebook or whatever to share it with somebody, or even flashcards. Right, no estate duty, 25%. That's a huge one. Estate duty, boedelbelasting. Okay, no executor's fees, because there's no deceased estate. No capital gains tax. You all know these things. I'm just repeating it here to refresh your memory. No transfer duties. So I'm not going to go into the detail now. There are enough videos explaining it. We have a video. That means that video is still available that we made last year, the short seminar. Okay, so if you need to watch a video again, the complete video where I explain the detail of these things, then you can just contact services at wealthmastersclub.com. Right, guys, this adds up already to 57% of a deceased estate. So if you did not have everything in trust, then that would have been the cost that you would have paid. In a trust, zero. And then it goes on auction because nobody dies liquid 57%. And then when your stuff goes on auction, your properties, your furniture, everything, then auctioneer commission is 10%. That is now adding up to 67%. And on these sale of execution auctions, normally 50% of the value is lost. So now we're talking 170%. And then you say to your prospect, do you understand now why about 99% of all the deceased estates are bankrupt? So where's the money? In somebody else's pockets. Other people's pockets. We don't work with other people's pockets. Okay? So join the Wealth Masters Club, join Destinata, and then you won't have these problems. You will pay nothing. None of this. It carries on from the one generation to the next generation free of any cost. Right, so in short again, it is about, we teach people how to create tax-free wealth with townhouses and refinancing, specialized trust. All these other things are just components of this big goal here that you see here. Right. All you have to do is to give interested people your referral link, which you will find on your profile on our website. You all know where to find it. You're all old experienced affiliates, the guys who are here today. When your recruits click through on your link and become paying members of Wealth Masters Club, you start earning referral commission on a linear system. Now, Robert Kiyosaki said, the richest people in the world look for and are building networks. Everyone else is looking for work. Guys, that is so true, so true, so true. Networks is power. Build your network and you will retire in style on that. And the beauty of a network is you can carry on building it even if you are older than 65. So everybody thinks you should retire at 65. Nonsense. It's so exciting. And I'm already beyond 65. I'm still enjoying it. So there's no time for retiring. If it was a normal 8 to 5 job, I would not have liked that. But this, operating a network, building a network, it's not work. It is a party. It's kuier. It's lekker. A club is a network. That's right. Our club is a network. And you are going to build your club in our club. That is what it is. That is actually another way to see it. So Wealth Masters Club is an investors network which is growing by word of mouth. Back there, since 2003, it is growing by word of mouth. We do have ads from time to time, but our best growth always going from referrals. The best growth. People picking you up on an ad, that is not so successful. It works, many of them do, but you need to get a lot of them. While if it is personal, word of mouth marketing, you can convert like 80% of them. But if you get names from an ad, you might only be able to convert like 30% of them. So word of mouth marketing is absolutely the strongest, and it's also the easiest. Right, that is referral marketing. So you see, referral marketing is not a pyramid scheme or something like that. It is just marketing with referrals. Now, our new referral program is based on a two-level linear system. So we are done now with the binary system. That's you. Let me just give you a walkthrough through it. That's you. And then you sign up somebody on your first level. And you sign up somebody else on your first level. And another, and another, and another, and another. Oh no, there you see now somebody on your first level signed up somebody. And then that one signs up somebody, that one signs up somebody, and that one signs up another one, and that one signs up another one. So he's got 3 now already. And he can have infinitely many. There's no limit to how many you can have on your downline. And that one signs up somebody. And that one there in the middle right, he's not doing anything. But anyways, that one signs up more, that one signs up more. So it doesn't matter whether they're active or not. Thing is, this thing is going to grow all the time. And that is then, there's no limit. It is infinitely wide. You can have as many as you want on your first level. That is your first level, let you see. And that is your second level. And there, your first level sign up people on what is then their first level, but that is your second level. And that is also infinitely wide. So there's no end to this thing. And it stops there. You cannot earn anything below on any levels below you because you're too far away from them. You're not connected to them. You're connected to these people here. Can you see the cursor there? You're connected to these people indirectly because you signed up somebody. And all those people, say for example, that guy that you signed up, he's a network builder himself. So he's going to ask you to help him to perhaps give presentations to his downline. So therefore, you played a role in the conversion of those guys to become members. So therefore, I say it is justifiable that you get a cut on the commission there. But below that, don't go and waste your time there. We don't want to go deeper than that because then it becomes a pyramid scheme and all those things. So we stop at 2 levels. There's no pyramid scheme with only 2 levels. So at least nobody can accuse us ever of running a pyramid scheme here. Let me explain to you in more detail. That's you, and that is your first level. So, right, you earn full commission on all your direct referrals. And that then is your second level. You earn overriding commission on what your second level affiliates are. Overriding commission, excluding any overriding commission they get. So if they get they will get overriding commission from their second levels, but you don't share it then, because you are not directly involved with them anymore. So you cannot go deeper than 2 levels. So you only get on what they get from the system, not from overriding. Okay. If you have any questions about that, you're more than welcome to ask them. We'll go in a bit more detail now. Right, so this is the commission, as you might have read now already in the terms and conditions. So this is your first level. You earn once-off commission plus monthly and transaction commissions. You see there, monthly and transaction commissions. Damien, while you are here now, you will see these words that I use here are not exactly the same as on the terms and conditions. Like, for example, I added last night that and transaction commission. So there are a few things. So just make sure that the slides that I have here correspond with the terms and conditions, and just get the wording right. Okay. Right, there's no confusion, because that is just to illustrate it more. So it's not a change in the conditions as such. It's just for explanatory reasons. Okay, let's take a look at what is the once-off. So you get 7,000 Rand when your prospect buys a double trust structure at Destinata's family office. For those of you who are not familiar with Destinata family office, that is now the one point of service that clients get. So when a new person is interested after you join the event, for example, or at any stage he would like to start his trust structures, then he will meet with a wealth officer at the Destinata family office. So they don't have to go to an accountant and then go to a trust lawyer again. They just go to one person, a wealth officer, and that wealth officer will give them advice then, and they are registered to give advice on the trust part and the accounting part and the tax part and all those things around. So it's a one-stop for your clients. So it makes it even easier now for clients or prospects to convert to clients. And 10,000 Rand, that's a nice one. When a company appoints a sales consultant you refer. Now let me explain that. You will see now, since last year, we started with sales, late last year, we started with sales consultants. We have one of them here on the call today, it's Gareth. And so Gareth is working for the company. He's earning a basic commission, a basic salary plus commission. So when a company pays for somebody that's a sales consultant, if you're independent, then you're an affiliate. Just to distinguish between the two. Right, so we are always looking for good sales consultants. They're scarce. Many people want to be sales consultants, but then they cannot do the job. So if you know about somebody that is a sales consultant in the financial industry, like, for example, the sales consultants that visit the brokers, the insurance brokers. You know, they work normally for the insurance company, sales consultants. People like that are looking for a new job. And those are the people that we are very interested in, because they have a big network. They can promote our products to brokers, for example, to insurance brokers, our trust and so on. Insurance brokers like our trust a lot. There's also with you as an affiliate, you can consider to call on insurance brokers in your area, and maybe you can get a lot of business there. Insurance brokers and accounting firms, guys. Accounting firms also like to use our trusts and property and things like that. And then also we would like to buy more accounting firms. The ones that we have in London, we bought them. Those 2 accounting firms that we now have in London, the 2 offices that I showed you, that we have in the United Kingdom, one in London and one in Bristol, that is accounting firms that we bought. So we are always looking for more and new ones. So if you know about the accounting firm anywhere in South Africa, or in the Philippines, or in New Zealand, or in Australia, or in Singapore, or in Vietnam, tell us. And we will negotiate with them. And if we can come to a successful conclusion or agreement, then we pay you a 20,000 Rand commission, if there is success at the end of the day. So we're not going to pay you 20,000 Rand just for the name. That is only if and after we appointed the sales a consultant, or we do a business deal with the accounting firm, like a merger or a partnership or an outright buying. Right, and then you get recurring commission. So you know the Wealth Masters membership fee is at 562 at the moment. So you get 25% of that every month because it's on a debit order. Every month you get. That is an average of 140 rands per month, per member, every month. It's your passive income. So the more members you get, the more you get of those. And that is just growing and growing and growing every month. Ours is growing already now since we started the club in 2003. Right, and then you get 5% every month of the Destinata trustee and accounting fees. So when they pay Destinata and accounting fees, and these accounting fees are also collected on debit order. So it's every month. And the average that you get, that 5% on average, is about 70 rands per month per client. Guys, many of you will say, okay, only 70 rand. It's a lot of money when it's a lot of people. So the small transaction fee, you can call, or something like that, marketing fee, but eventually it will be on thousands of clients. So just start building your network. Power of a network is in the size of the network. 5 people is not a network, it's a group. So 50 people, now we're talking, and more. And then that is beginning to look different. Right, and then 5% per transaction on Destinata property sales commissions. As you know, we have the property division also, Destinata Properties. And when they sell properties to our members, like new developments, Emil Grobelaar is the managing director there. And many of you have worked with him before. Then he's giving you then a percentage of his commission. So it's 5% per transaction on Destinata property sales commission. So it's every time that there's a transaction. So it is not a monthly thing. It is all, it's recurring when there's a new transaction. That is why I changed that to transaction commission there on the top. So that on average, I asked Emil, because he's got this arrangements already with some of you. It was just never official. All right, from now on it's official. He said it is on average 2,000 rand per deal that he makes. That's going to be your commission. So if your clients then eventually buy property from us, and so they're all connected by our back office to you, then automatically you will get the 2,000 rand. Right, on your second level, then you get 10% of what the first level affiliates earn, less any other overriding commission. Right, if you want to earn passive recurring referral commission every month, see our affiliate terms and conditions for full information. And it's only the members that can see the affiliate terms and conditions, so you cannot send your prospect affiliate to the website to show them the affiliate conditions. You will have to sign up as a member first before the affiliate terms and conditions will open to you. Guys, be very careful with that information. It is actually only intended for members. So don't make a printout of the terms and conditions and send it all over the world. You're going to burn your fingers. Damien, that disclaimer that I gave you, you should put that also in on the terms and conditions. Right at the end, put the disclaimer in. All right, you received the terms and conditions. So now, are there any questions? Can you see if there are any questions, Damien?
None yet.
Nothing. Any comments? Are you still alive? Just say yes. And Andries, I saw you are here also. Are you still here, Andries? Andries Kok? From Keetmanshoop? Not yet.
Willem says love it.
Okay, great stuff.
Vickers wants to know what is overriding commissions.
Overriding commission is so for example now let's just go back. Right. Your second level. That is somebody that your first level signed up. So that's your first level. All the people in your first level are people that you recruited directly. Directly. They are the green ones. You recruited them. The second level are people that you might have helped your first level guys to recruit, or you could have recruited them without your help. Doesn't matter whether it was with your help or without your help. So when he gets now that commission, your second level is he's on the first level of your first level. You understand? Sounds confusing, but anyway, so he's getting the same commissions as what your first level get because he's somebody else's first level. So now you get on the first level all those commissions, But on a second level, since you are not directly involved there with them, you only get 10% of what they get. So they get this, and say it works out on around figure 10,000 Rand a month, then you will get 1,000 Rand plus your first level commission. And you'll get 1,000 Rand overriding commission on this one also. I hope that explains it, because
Willem's asking, what is the requirement for members to get paid?
the minimum activity. Do we have it in a? Yeah, we do. I think it's only the membership that to be paid. Let me just see. Yeah, you just have to be a member. That's all. In terms of conditions. Can I go to the terms and conditions quickly?
Yeah.
Can you see something?
Stop sharing.
Oh.
And then a new share.
Share. There we are. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Can you see it? Active affiliate refers to an active member participating in a WMC program. I don't think we have a minimum requirement here. Active affiliate, very simple, refers to an active member. So you just have to be a paying member, buddy. That's all. I know there was a minimum before, like you had to do 2 a month, stuff like that. We don't have it anymore. If nothing happens and people just start to collect commission, it might be implemented in future, but it'll be it'll be after discussions with that person. So it's not going to be a general thing. The max out, guys, is very important also. What I've seen is that all these companies that collapse, like Carrot Bars, so on, Traffic Monsoon, is that it's because of the fact that they paid out more than what they can afford to pay out. So that is why our referral commission can never exceed 25% of Gulf Masters Club's turnover. So we can, and that's also comforting to know that we will never reach that point where we will have to close the thing down because it just cannot pay it. Anything else?
Willem also just wants to know, do you have to have a family trust, or can you just recruit?
For this one, you can just recruit. For the club units, you need a family trust. You see, we want to make it easy for people to become affiliates. Because if we make too many demands, there's a problem. As a matter of fact, the way it stands at the moment is a person can subscribe for free and he can start recruiting and test it before he even pays the 562 rands per month. And he can build a network. Problem is, until he signs up as a member of the club, a paying member, he won't be able to get the commission out. But he could see how much commission he would have earned. He will even see his invoice. He will just not be able to submit it because he's not a paying member. So being a paying member, that is the requirement. So you can build a network for free, but not earning out of it until, say, for example, you have enough clients, like 4 clients more or less, active will cover the commission on those 4 will cover your monthly membership fee. So now anybody can actually start from scratch if you just recruit. Otherwise, if we say pay the 562 first before you can start recruiting, then some people think, oh, it's about the 562s. That is what this whole thing is about. No, you can start recruiting and build your network, and you can see what you could have earned. Is that it, guys? Thank you very much. Oh, it was longer than 30 minutes. It's my problem. I cannot stop talking. Oh, guys, thank you very much for showing up. Appreciate it. And be good. Let me just stop share screen there. I think I have something else that I would like to share with you. How do I go back to the presentation again? Share screen.
Yep.
Can you see it, Damien?
Yep. Yeah.
Cover that. Done with that one. You all know where to get the answers, right? Oh yes, I wanted to discuss this with you. Future affiliate training topics. So we're going to have regular meetings like this, affiliate training, short meetings. This one was already actually too long today. And then we will, on future meetings, we are going to cover the Wealth Master Club lead capturing system. I think you're all aware of it, but you perhaps do not know where to get it and how it works and so on and how to use it. So Damien is going to do a presentation on that very soon to explain to you how to use that, how to use it on social media for marketing. He will also show you how to do boosting of posts on social media and all those little things so that you can use social media yourself. It is the easiest way to build a network also is with social media. And it's actually very cheap to advertise on Facebook and places like that. And you can so pinpoint your advertising to your town even if you want to, where you can then get the names in and you can have coffee with them, because that is how it actually should be done. And then also very soon, I'm going to explain to you a new buyers club that we are participating in. I'm just checking it out now for the next month or two. And I think it's going to be a very, very exciting thing. It's a worldwide club, started in Australia. But before I bring it to you to the club, I want to check it out myself first, and still have some research to do on it, but it is looking very exciting at the moment. So very soon on one of the presentations, the affiliate training presentations, I'm going to introduce you to that also, because it's also a nice way to build a network is with the buyers club. It's independent from us, but we can become affiliates there. Other marketing networks we use for cash flow, that also, like I know some of you are very interested in precious metals and so on. I'm looking at the moment at one of those also, investigating it. I have my attorneys and my lawyers making sure it is legal. I don't want to have the situation that we had with Karatbars again. So precious metals is definitely something that we will, within the next month or two, if everything goes according to plan, we will have precious metals again on a different platform. Definitely not in a different style, not like with Karatbars. You will see it will be safe, it will be properly registered and regulated in South Africa and all the countries where we work. Okay guys, the ball is in your court now. You can play it or you can drop it. Your choice. Thank you very much. Cheers.